1189, captioned State of Ohio versus Antonio P. Howard. Judge, the Lake County Grand Jury indicted the defendant on February 27th of 2026. The defendant is present today in court with counsel Mr. LeConte. It is the state's understanding that the defendant is here today as he wishes to plead guilty to 3 of the counts contained in the indictment that was issued on February 27th of 2026. Those charges are count 1, identity fraud, a felony of the 5th degree, count 7, a lesser included of count 7, Judge, that being attempted failure to comply with an order or signal of a police officer, a felony of the 4th degree in violation of ORC 292302, and count 8, tampering with records, a felony of the 3rd degree in violation of ORC 2913.42A1. Should that plea be forthcoming, Judge, after your conversation with the defendant, is the state's further understanding the defense intends to ask for pre-sentence investigation in this matter and defer sentencing?
All right, Mr. LeConte.
Your Honor, we've had a chance to go through all the discovery, to analyze the case. My client and I have had a lot of discussions about the case. I've had a lot of discussions with the state. We worked out what we feel is a fair plea deal, and we're prepared to go forward with it. My client has reviewed the written plea agreement, understands that I've gone through it with him, and we're ready to proceed.
All right, thank you. Mr. Howard, how old are you?
I'm 38. I'm sorry.
You can remain seated.
Oh, okay, fine.
How old?
I'm 38 years old, sir.
How far did you go through school?
Oh, I graduated from Shaker Heights.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir, I am.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, sir, I am.
Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication within the last 48 hours?
I got prescription.
What do you got there?
It's a generic brand of the Wellbutrin.
Okay.
I can't really pronounce it. Buproppion.
Okay, when did you last take it?
I didn't take today, this morning.
All right, does that affect your ability to understand what's going on here?
No, sir. No, sir. It's to help me.
Did you get a copy of the indictment in this case?
Yes, sir, I did receive an email from my attorney.
And it's my understanding you're going to plead guilty to count 1, identity fraud, a felony 5, the lesser included offense in count 7, the attempted failure to comply, a felony 4, and count 8, tampering with records, a felony 3, and then the remaining counts would be dismissed at sentencing. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
All right, before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you, and I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you don't understand a question, stop me. If you want to talk to Mr. LeConte some more, let me know and I'll give you more time. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. You understand that right?
Yes, I do,
Are you
sir.
waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
I am, sir.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes, sir.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine those witnesses. Do you understand that right?
I do, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
I'm waiving that right, sir.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
I do.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them come and testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
I am.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
I'm waiving it.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
I do.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
I'm waiving it.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one would be provided at no cost to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to have a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
I do.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you could not afford a copy of the transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty today, you will not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
I do.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, sir, I
Do
do
you
not.
still want to plead guilty to these charges?
I do, sir.
Do you understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charges?
Yes, sir, I do.
You understand by pleading guilty to these felonies, you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control.
I definitely understand.
In count 1, identity fraud is a felony 5. It carries a 12-month maximum prison sentence and a $2,500 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The lesser included offense in count 7 is attempted failure to comply with the order or signal of a police officer. It's a felony 4 with an 18-month maximum prison sentence and a $5,000 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
I do, sir.
Count 8, tampering with records, is a felony 3. It carries a 36-month maximum prison sentence and a $10,000 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, I could give you a consecutive sentence. That means one sentence after another for the separate offenses. If I did that, you face a maximum prison term of 66 months and a maximum fine of $17,500. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you have any questions about the penalties?
No, sir, I do not.
Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed in this case, that upon your release you might be placed on post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority?
Yes, sir. I'm
If
aware.
you are placed on post-release control and violate any conditions, the parole authority could send you back to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
I do.
If the violation were a new felony, then you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for that violation. Do you understand that?
I do, sir.
And if that were to occur, the maximum prison sentence for the violation would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed, in this case, you are eligible for judicial release?
Yes, sir.
I could place you on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violate the conditions, I could send you to prison for 66 months. Do you understand that?
I do.
Now, has anybody promised you that I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty today?
I wasn't promised anything.
Has anybody promised you what I would sentence you to in this case?
Nope, I wasn't promised none of that.
Do you understand, at the time of sentencing, I do not have to follow the sentencing recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
I understand, sir.
Have you had enough time to talk with Mr. LeConte before pleading guilty today?
Yes, I have.
Has he discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
He definitely did.
Are you satisfied with the advice he has given you?
I definitely am.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, I was not.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
I am, sir.
Do you have any questions at this point?
I don't have any questions, sir.
All right, Ms. Narota, if this case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Your Honor, had the state proceeded to trial in this matter, the state would have brought forth the following facts. And that was, on or between March 8th and March 30th of 2021, the defendant presented at Buick GMC in Painesville Township. The reason for his appearance there was he brought his vehicle in for repairs. When he went to the Buick dealership, or the GMC dealership, he identified himself as Anthony Jeffries and requested that the dealership make repairs of his vehicle. Initially, he put down a cash deposit and was ultimately informed by the dealership that the repairs would be substantial, somewhere in the $9,000 or $10,000 range. And as a result of that, arrangements had to be made for additional payments. Within, I would say, a week's time, the defendant had a loaner from the dealership and communicated with the dealership, and eventually fraudulent payment was made for the repairs of that vehicle on his behalf at that time. And the dealership contacted the Lake County Sheriff's Department and contacted the defendant and requested he return the loaner. And on March, I think it was March 29th or March 30th, the defendant did present again at the dealership with the loaner to pick up his vehicle. And once he arrived, he saw the Lake County Sheriff's deputies there, and he left in the loaner vehicle. He ultimately stopped the vehicle not far from the dealership on Jackson Street, almost in the city of Painesville, and was taken into custody at that time. However, when he was taken into custody, he once again identified himself as Anthony Jeffries. He interviewed as Anthony Jeffries. He signed documents in the jail and at the Painesville Municipal Court as Anthony Jeffries. It wasn't until the probation officer for Anthony Jeffries, who resides in Georgia, contacted the Lake County Sheriff's Department that our agency became aware that he was not Anthony Jeffries but Antonio Howard.
Thank you. Mr. LeConte, anything to add to those facts?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Howard, did you hear what Ms. Naroda said, that the facts would show if this case went to a trial?
Yes, I did, sir.
Are those facts true?
Those facts are definitely true, Your Honor.
All right. What is your plea to count 1, identity fraud, a felony 5?
Guilty, Your Honor.
What is your plea to the lesser included offense in count 7, the attempted failure to comply, a felony 4?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And what is your plea to count 8, tampering with records, a felony 3?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. LeConte?
Date here or sign here?
22nd.
Yeah.
For the record, Judge, I am handing you the written plea of guilty. The defendant has signed it in the presence of his attorney, Mr. LeConte, and I have signed it on behalf of the state of Ohio.
All right, Mr. Howard, is this your signature on the written plea of guilty?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Please, sir.
All right, I'll accept the written plea of guilty. Defendant was present. Mr. LeConte advised of all of his rights in a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver. He understands the nature of the charge, the consequence of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find it to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. Will accept the plea of guilty and find him guilty of count 1, identity fraud, a felony 5, a lesser included offense at count 7, attempted failure to comply, a felony 4, count 8, tampering with records, a felony 3. I'll refer this for a pre-sentence report. Who prescribed that medication for you?
My doctor, what's her name? She.
What's it for? What's the condition?
It's to help. It's supposed to help me lose some weight, maintain the withdrawals from stop smoking. Like, cause I guess it was supposed to be explained to you what was going on, the circumstance. Just because you guys handle things different under the circumstances of my past.
Okay.
It's just helped me with withdrawals and it helped me lower my cholesterol with losing some weight because I had gained a lot of weight.
All right. I'll also refer this for a drug and alcohol evaluation. Sentencing will be September 10 at 1:30, and the bond is continued. Anything else, Ms. Naroda?
Nothing further, Judge.
Mr. LeConte?
No, Your Honor.
All right. When you go over to probation, show them what you're taking so they know that, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sorry?
It's in the probation department paperwork right now.
Okay.
bother them in the next one?
Yes.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
That would have been somebody else, huh?
If you missed today's hearing or joined us near the end, here's what happened. This hearing involved Antonio P. Howard, who chose to plead guilty to identity fraud, attempted failure to comply with a police officer, and tampering with records as part of a negotiated plea agreement. Rather than proceeding to trial, Howard admitted his guilt after Judge John P. O'Donnell carefully reviewed every constitutional right he would be giving up by entering a guilty plea. Before accepting the plea, Judge O'Donnell confirmed that Howard understood the charges, the maximum penalties he faced, and that no one had promised him a specific sentence. The judge also explained that consecutive sentences could result in more than 5 years in prison before determining that Howard's plea was made knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. According to prosecutors, the case began when Howard took his vehicle to a dealership for expensive repairs while allegedly using another person's identity. After a fraudulent payment was made for the repairs, law enforcement became involved. Prosecutors said Howard fled in a loaner vehicle after seeing deputies at the dealership and, even after being taken into custody, continued identifying himself as someone else by signing official documents under that false identity. Howard acknowledged those facts in court and admitted they were true before the judge accepted his guilty plea. Although the convictions have now been entered, sentencing has not yet taken place. Judge O'Donnell ordered a pre-sentence investigation along with a drug and alcohol evaluation before deciding whether Howard should receive prison, community control, or another lawful sentence. Those reports